As you said, my name is Jim Hawk. Um, I'll give some brief background on myself. So in terms of education, which I think is where a lot of people start, I did my undergrad at St. Lawrence University, and I'm also a Kellogg guy, which turns out to be an interestingly small pool of people.
That combination, you mean?
Yeah, I actually did a search on LinkedIn, and I found, I think, I did not find very many people, and I connected with each of them to talk about how small the pool was.
Yep, I did the same thing with Denison and Michigan. Well, as you look back on 2020, what was a good or bad decision?
So for me personally, I decided in 2020 to make a job jump, and I got recruited to work for a firm involved in the payment space, specific to legal and licensed cannabis, which I really thought was going to be a phenomenal decision, and ended up just as a subsequent fate-related incident to be a bad decision, because the company I worked for was very consumer driven, and so COVID shut down all the retail facing activity, and it ended up kind of putting the company asunder, basically.
Got it. And then, given that or otherwise, how do you look at 2021?
I think 21 is going to be very, very compellingly interesting. I have a number of things that I've kind of been following that I think will be happening in 21, and I'm happy to do a couple minutes on that.
Sure.
So some of these things are actually close to the work that you've been doing, because I've seen a lot of really phenomenal programming on the platform. But the things that I think about when I think about 21, I think about identification as we know it. We all carry wallets. And I think identification will be digitized and virtualized like it never has before. I think the physical wallet is on its way out. I think we will all basically tell everything and everyone who we are through a mobile handset very soon, and I think it's already started. So that's one prediction. Another prediction is that blockchain and KYC AML will become a critical part of the ecosystems. Especially those that are retail oriented and retail investment oriented. Another one would be cannabis and crypto. Those are two obvious places where KYC and AML will be impactful.
Mm-hmm.
Another would be the value of water, and it will become an emergent commodity, and the value of water will be driven a little bit more than it's ever been thought of before. And then the last thing that I think of is that IoT will connect people and things in completely unexpected ways as we, hurtle towards the future.
Good. 5 things. I'll go back and listen to that again. Then switching gears to philanthropy. What philanthropic interests do you have?
I'm widely interested in youth programs. My second would be probably the provision of clean water to places on the planet that struggle with it. And then my wife is a teacher and has a master's of early childhood. She hasn't been a practicing teacher for a long time, but I'm also interested in education.
And then how do we help Jim? How do we help you? What are your asks?
Yeah, so I think you've already done a lot. I've participated in a number of programs that the platform that you and the platform have put forward, both related to philanthropy through the foundation, but also just some amazing content related to the future of everything, obviously with a bent on investing. For myself, I'm in a kind of an entrepreneurial phase of my career. I'm interested to get involved in some of the spaces that I actually mentioned from my 5 things forecasted. I'm interested in conscious capitalism. And so if there's a way for me to leverage my experience running a financial services firm and then selling it to a publicly traded company, and then having 2 COO roles, one in emerging technology and one in payments, I'd love to figure out how I could do that, because I really kind of enjoy the perspective of the people that are involved in your platform.
Great. And this should help with that. And then your one word for 2021.
Opportunity.